Hi, it's Judy. I've been asked by several people recently to provide some stress relief ideas for our sense of overwhelm and maybe shock and disbelief or despair, isolation, fear of the unknown, fear of the fires or the virus. We're certainly having a lot of smoke on the west coast of the US right now. It's blanketed from Los Angeles to Vancouver, BC. You can hardly see anything. It's like the fog I used to see in San Francisco. And I wanted to present to you tapping specifically for those feelings. Two things to know before we start. What is tapping? It's just applying your fingertips to certain acupressure points on your head and torso. And I've got other videos that will explain more about it. The first thing to know is either a lot of spiritual teachers or quantum physics Einstein talked about the fact that we're all made of energy. And even more importantly, we're all connected by this life force that runs through us. So by you tapping and relieving feelings of anxiety or panic or whatever it is you're feeling, we're helping each other by releasing the pent-up frustration or anger or sadness or overwhelm that we feel. We help each other by releasing this old pent-up energy. And by doing so, we start to feel, it's proven the cortisol levels drop. We can take a deep breath, and by coming back to our innate state of calm and relaxation and more trust in the universe, the more of us that do that, the more we all come up with new ideas and solutions for this global craziness that's going on. So we're not only benefiting ourselves, we're benefiting everyone on the planet. That's number one. Number two is if you can tap when you are most feeling your feelings of breathlessness or panic. Certainly we don't know when fires are going to be coming our way. We've started to, my husband and I, to get our bug out kit more fine-tuned. And, you know, this is part of living in the forest. But it could be living in the city. It doesn't really matter. By tapping when you're most feeling the feelings that are up for you, that's when you will gain the mind-body benefit versus just intellectually thinking that tapping's a great idea. And, you know, if you don't feel anything, it doesn't work as well as when you do. So let's just start right in. Tapping the karate chop points together, the outside, this line that goes across, tap those 2 points together and just acknowledge whatever it is you're feeling, even though I'm feeling this fear of the virus, of the fires coming our way, this smoke, I can't breathe, whatever it is for you. I'll say a lot of things and you'll find the one or two that, or maybe all of them, are on your heart, on your mind, in your brain today. Just letting whatever is up be acknowledged. That is so healing. It's so effective to acknowledge these thoughts and feelings. So even though I'm feeling isolated, even though I'm scared of the unknown, deep breaths, it's shocking what's happening in the world today. I'd really like to process this, be able to handle this, deal with this, and I'd like to get on the other side of this. I'd like to be able to take a deep breath and feel more hopeful, something like that. Good. And let's move to the points in between the eyebrows. Whatever's most up for you. This feeling of the unknown. I don't like it outside of the eyes. This hopelessness. It's scaring me. This fear of everybody being in panic. It's getting to me. or this fear of the violence is getting to me. I don't like it. It's whatever's up for you. It's on the chin, and then these 2 points underneath the collarbones. Inside edge of the collarbones right there, there's a little divot, and that's where you tap. I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen. This feeling of isolation. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. Under the arms, right here, the side of the torso, you can also cross in front of your torso with your arms. Whew. I'm just sick of all this upheaval. That's a good word, upheaval. I don't know how to deal with it. But in fact, you are dealing with it right now with one of the best tools I know. It's just acknowledging the shock, the feelings of despair, confusion on the torso right here. If you're angry, this is a good place to tap right there. The 3 points on the inside edge of the wrist, all 6 of them can be approached right there. I don't feel safe. I do not feel safe. Taking a deep breath and then going to the top of the head. Don't feel safe. Like to feel safe, but I sure don't feel safe. Used to feel safe. Don't feel safe anymore. Whatever it is for you, let's go around again. Don't feel safe. Outside of the eyes, I don't feel secure. These fires can sweep through at any time. They're choking me. Can't breathe. Coughing. I feel that irritation in the back of my throat. It hurts. I don't know if I can take care of my family as well as I'm used to being able to. Or, money's in here in the equation now. Fear of not having enough money. Don't have the job I used to have. All of this overwhelm. Jeez, this overwhelm. What you're doing is breathing it through. The old ancient techniques like meditation, like breath work, like Qigong or Tai Chi, they all process this energy that's stuck. By breathing deeply and sticking needles into these points with acupuncture or massaging them or tapping them, you can just tap them out. Exhale them out of, move them out of your system. The arms, this overwhelm. Feelings of unsafety. Feel trapped in my house. If I went outside, I'd be breathing smoke. Saw some kids smoking yesterday, cigarettes, and I'm thinking, well, why buy cigarettes? You can just breathe the air. Oh man, it's so crazy today, tapping on the wrist. These are points to tap on for anxiety and panic right here. Anytime that's up, for me it was always the middle of the night, just tapping or even lying on the side of my body, but tapping, lying down like that on just one side would help a lot to be able to get back to sleep. Just deep breathing, acknowledging these feelings. Going to the top of the head or under the arms, under the chest. I think I already did that, but it doesn't matter. Tapping on the wrists. This confusion. Not knowing what to do. Feeling trapped. Just repeating after me. Whatever's up for you, you can say that one phrase over and over and over. That would be really useful. This feeling of not feeling safe. Not feeling safe. I don't feel safe. I feel isolated. I'm used to being able to talk with my friends in person. Can't do that right now. Feel trapped. Just getting it out, or letting it out under the eyes. The shock of what's happening in the world today. Everybody's kind of anxious and panicking, and setting fires and protesting and killing other people. It's absolutely crazy. And I don't feel safe under the nose. I'd like to feel calm. Let me tell you, this tapping will help you get there. I don't feel it yet. I'm confused on the chin. Feel confused, out of sorts, under the collarbone. Just acknowledging all these feelings that I'm feeling. Identifying them to be released out of my mind-body energy system. Taking a slow, deep breath whenever you can. Just letting it out. Tapping has been proven to scientifically to decrease our stress hormone cortisol. So with time here, you will feel yourself start to be able to take a deep breath and your system start to calm down. What is it for you right now? What's left to feel for you right now? Tapping that feeling under the arms. I feel out of control. That's a big one for a lot of us right now, out of control. It helps to tap at least once a day to come back to feeling some kind of centeredness. The more you tap, the more you will come back to your innate state of joy and peace. And in that place, all answers, all solutions, even new ideas are right there waiting for us. And as we all do this, the more of us that do this, the more hopeful and joyful energy there is available to us. In my opinion, the big picture is learning to do some of these ancient techniques helps us to stay hopeful. And the more of us that do it, the more hope there is again on the planet. So that's why I'm doing this. On the wrists, releasing my feeling of being out of control, releasing the despair, releasing the feeling of hopelessness, releasing not feeling safe, fear of the fires, fear of the virus, releasing all of my fear on behalf of myself and my family and my friends and my community. Just releasing this feeling of not being able to go outside, feeling trapped, anxious energy, just letting it all go. Under the arms. Not being able to do what I used to be able to do. Go out for hikes or visit my friends or have barbecues over the holidays. Not being able to go back to school. Not being able to get the kids off to school, if that's still what's happening for you. Not being able to go back to work. Not having work there for me. Having to work at home. Having to look for work. All of these things. And I would recommend you tap on whatever triggered you in this session. Just that one topic. Just tap through all the points until it starts to release, and it will. On the wrist points, top of the head, just letting it all go. That's really, really good. So letting your hands have a break. Checking into where you are right now. Can you take a little bit deeper breath? Do you feel as unsafe as you did before? If you are still at a high number, say 0 to 10, 0 is no stress at all, 10 is maximum stress, just keep tapping. I can almost guarantee you'll start to feel better. If you get to that one high priority, scary feeling and tap on it for, it could be half an hour. This has just been 10 or 15 minutes. It could be several times a day for a week, and still it all starts to come out, because it could have been pent up from years of other overwhelm or feelings of being unsafe. Yeah. So if you're feeling quite a bit better, you can keep tapping with me. We'll start to tap in some of the positive feelings we'd like to have. And if not, just pause the tape here, the recording here, and keep tapping. Come back when you're about a 3 or less, and we'll start tapping in some of the feelings we'd like to be having right now. So here are some suggestions. I'd like to be feeling safe. I'd like to have some trust that this is all happening for a reason and it will resolve. And I tell you, the more we do this, I've worked with people for 30 years and it absolutely works. And if I work with tapping with people in a group like I do on Wednesdays at noon Pacific, there's group energy. We're all connected with this energy. So it's logarithmically starts to release more and more energy for all of us in our communities. So feelings of safety, feelings of trusting that the universe is there for us, feelings like we're in control, things are resolving, sense of calm. And again, I'm telling you, new ideas, new solutions come in. So let's go back to the karate chop points. Even though I had a lot of pent up frustration and fear, I'm starting to feel that it's melting away. I'm starting to feel like I can take a deeper breath. This is a new place, perhaps, that you've never felt before. If you haven't done tapping before, this is a new place, and it's a great place to be. Feelings of starting to reconnect with our intuition and the universal wisdom. And that's what I want. I want to feel safe, to feel like answers will come to me, new ideas will come. I want to feel relief. I want to feel a sense of safety. I want to feel connected again, or a new place of connection with new friends, new family, that feeling of being in a family. I'd like to feel hopeful. I'd like to feel safe. I'd like to feel secure under the arms, under the chest. I'd like to let go of all the anger that I've been feeling. Just let it dissolve. Let it dissolve now. Feelings of, what's the opposite of anger for you? Feeling like I have some control, that there are people out there that feel like I do, that have we're on the same page, and we can figure some things out here as humans and start to help each other heal and reconnect, or perhaps connect again as we never have before as a global community. Wouldn't that be something? Tapping on the wrists. I'd like to feel safe and secure. Pick one of those feelings that most you prioritize, that you feel most connected with. And as you come down to a 2 and a 1 in intensity, start using the present time tense and positivity. Avoid double negatives, like I sure don't want to feel more angry, or sure don't want to feel more afraid. I am safe. What's your ideal goal here? between the eyebrows. I feel connected even if I'm sitting at home by myself. Outside of the eyes, I feel universally connected with some humans that are on the same page as me. Under the eyes, I feel new answers starting to percolate up within me. This is what happens when we release our stress. And as more and more of us do this, more answers will come that we had not thought of before as a human race. That's pretty exciting. I've seen it happen over and over again. There is a lot of hope. I have a lot of hope for us as humans. Under the collarbones, yes, I have hope. The more you do this, the more connected you feel to the universal source of us, of our life force, of our wisdom, of our love energy. And believe me, I know that love is the great healer of all of us, humans, animals. Mother Earth already knows this. Under the arms, think about what you most desire for yourself and your loved ones. I have freedom. Under the chest, I have a sense of safety. I feel in control. I feel connected to God or love or the Great Spirit, as the Native Americans say. I feel safe. And lastly, on the top of the head, what do you most choose? I choose peace. I choose calm mind. I choose hope. I choose security. I choose love. I would choose love to be my primary feeling. Good. And get your hair back in place. And just tune in to how your body's feeling. And the more you tap, the more you will feel this buzzing chi start to vibrate through your body. And what that's doing, it's your own energy. It's your own energy, nothing to be scared of. You've let go of some of the stuck places, and the chi is, the life force is flowing again the way it is meant to. Take a deeper breath. That was really well done, really well done. I would encourage you to listen to this tape, to share it with whoever you think might need it or benefit from it. And I'm here Tuesdays live for anyone who wants to, on behalf of the Sun River, Oregon Chamber of Commerce. And they get recorded, and I put them out on my Facebook pages. I have a YouTube channel called Let Go of Stress. I just changed it, so I don't remember, but invite you to check out my other videos there too on different topics. Thanks for joining me. Please be well, feel safe, feel connected, have peace of mind. And my email is judy@judycameron.com if I can help in any other way. It'd be my honor. Thanks so much. Take good care, please. See you soon.